Where do they find these fucking clowns? They're plentiful. You weirdo. On the side of my shit. Check to ride. They are in abundance. The gang stalkers are everywhere. There goes the weirdo that likes touching on himself. The touch freak. The touch freak. That's the guy that likes touching on his little wang wang. His little wing wing. Winnie, the Winnie man. Mr. Winnie man. Point for, sir. Hey, what's going on, Jennifer? Hope all is well. Got the Weenie Man over here. Excuse me, it's legitimate. Legitimate. They're about to smoke their, making a little crack shell. Hey, what's going on, Jeff? hope all is well, bro. Hope all is well. An okay day is better than a bad day. A great day is even better. Excuse me. It's legitimate. Mhm. Yeah, that's a perp right there. Handler, most likely. Funny clown, clowns. Ugh. Yeah, homie, hanging in. What's up with you? Oh man, another day, bro. Another one like the other one. Look, we got the sweeper coming up. Another one like the other one, bro. Maintaining, keeping my head on my shoulders. Oh, enjoying the beautiful day. Filtering, separating the bullshit. Other than the perks, though, it is a beautiful day. Sun shining. We're alright. We're alright. Hutch, chill. You're alright. Oh, there you go. Man, I hope you guys get a chance to try those magnets out, man. If as far as the as far as the electronic harassment, like I hope you guys try those magnets out. I'm pretty sure like it'll do something. I know it does for me, so you just put it on the part that feels like where the pain starts. Wherever it feels like the pain is starting, or wherever you feel like the throbbing is at, just put it right there. It's so many fucking things out there. You feel me? There's so many combatants against this shit that we just don't fucking know about. That we never really, nobody really ever thinks about. Like, it's probably like some of the simplest fucking, what do you call it? Some of the simplest fucking antidotes to this shit. But if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't try. What size magnet? Bro, this is literally the size because they do it when my fucking head, like, when they do it, it makes my head throb, my fucking neck throb. Fucking, like, I get, like, like, it feels like a bunch of needle pricks, but almost like a shock, like a pulse shock, almost, like. And I swear I put this, like, on my temple, or right, like, under my earlobe, like, in the corner where that little indent where that indent part is by your earlobe. And that shit, like within like 60 seconds, less than that maybe, that shit, it goes, like it calms down. You can feel it slowly calming down. And then you just feel it, like the pain goes away, but you can still feel the throb. Like I can still feel the throb, but the pain goes away. Then eventually the throb goes away as well. Hey, what's going on, Mo? Oh, did I show? I didn't. I don't know if I showed you the magnet, but this is the magnet right here. It's not that big. That's why I'm gonna try and find some bigger magnets and shit, and just experiment with them. But this one right here isn't really that big. It's pretty long though. But it's thin. I mean, it can't hurt to try, and I'm pretty sure, man. Like I know, like the pain that I be getting is like excruciating pain, like almost like if you were like suicidal, you would want to fucking kill yourself type shit. Like fucking head throbbing and shit. Sorry to hear. Oh no, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like I know they're gonna do it regardless. I just, it's not your fault, bro. But I'm just, the magnet helps a lot. So the only thing I'm afraid of, what I was thinking about, like, is it gonna be like to the point like, am I gonna have to like, right now it's calming the shit down, but like, is this shit gonna eventually get stronger to where I'm gonna have to get bigger magnets and shit? Like, is the small magnet or this magnet not gonna be good enough anymore? Type shit. Try Tylenol. Eat something before you take it. No, I don't. The only, the only pills, the only type of pills I take is like vitamins and shit. I don't do the Tylenol, Advil, or none of the pain medication. That's why I fucking, like, I would have been at like a few bottles of fucking that shit, Excedrin, Tylenol, any of that shit. I would have had some bottles of that shit. Well, I just don't fuck with it. That's why that's why I tested out the magnet. All that shit is all that fucking pill shit is fucking poison, and it only gets rid of the problem for like a couple of hours, if that. Then you have to keep consuming that shit and consuming that shit to fucking, it's not that you're addicted to the shit. It's that fucking every time like you fucking take it, the pain goes away for a little bit, but you have to take more for the shit to go away. Then eventually you have to start taking more because you become fucking immune, or not immune, but adaptive to the little bit, and then you just still dropping poison, and then they put on the commercial. That's why they put on the commercial that side effects. They usually put could cause death because they know you fucking dropping that fucking poison all the fucking time, 24/7. I think your body can adapt if you, yeah, yeah, I'm thinking that because it usually for pain, like as far as pain goes, even as far as like anything like even like substances, drugs and shit, like you become uh I can't think of the fucking word right now, but you have to consume more to feel the effects or take the pain away. Oh yeah, 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 you become tolerant. You become tolerant. If you navigate, I think your body can adapt if you navigate right. You have to find ways to reduce inflammation. But when it's 24 hours, usually the headache is not more than 24 hours, then return. Oh, it's 24 hours? Yes. Oh, just think how many people are driving Teslas in our name. That was a nice little Tesla that drove by. In the name of our fucking pain, people are driving Teslas, getting brand new homes, putting their kids through college. Yeah, man, I hope you guys try those magnets out, man. And they sell all types of, they sell, they sell all types of, accessories like sheets, fucking, beds, all types of shit. My gang stalking neighbor is playing with their damn porch like I'm telling you, man. See, I don't know how your landlord is if you own your home or whatever, but oh man, they would hate to play the house game with me. Like the only thing they would have me beat on is fucking the breaking in my house and stealing shit because there's no way that they're not gonna get caught, but they'll make sure I get caught. Like if I go up in their house and shit, like they'll have me beat on that one, but as far as all the noise campaigning and shit, like I would pick all the fucking right times and shit to get them. I would let them get me all through the day, all through the day. I would fucking set speakers along their fucking gate facing their fucking house and turn on some fucking, and I don't even like this shit, but I'll turn on some heavy metal and fucking start mowing the lawn. Fucking have the dogs barking left and fucking right. uh, that I would make them want to fucking quit. You would have to want to quit. I don't care about your visual shit. You want to show your ass. You want to do that bullshit. I mean, I don't want it, but that's not, fucking with my sleep is something else. Fucking with my nerves and shit, getting my nerves all shot. Like, if you want to play that game, we can play that fucking game. Of course, I would have to own my own house, like, or have a cool manager. Magnets do work. Yeah, I know they do for me, man. Definitely, definitely. And this is like the first time I tried it. I heard people, you know, I heard people talk about it and shit. And one day the fucking pain came. I was I was pushing on the pressure point like right under my ear, and I just happened to fucking glance at a magnet. I happened to have a fucking magnet, and just happened to glance at it out the blue. And I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try that shit." And I did it, man, and that shit fucking worked. And I've been doing it ever since. Gang stalkers everywhere, yeah. They're not going. They're gonna be here for a long time. A long time, coffee beans. What perks are putting in the food? I wouldn't doubt they are branded. I wouldn't doubt. You know what, bro? They're putting so much shit in our food covertly. Gang stalkers don't have to put shit in the food. Like, it's literally coming packaged up like that. Fucking nanotechnology all in fucking ice cream and fucking whatever, damn near whatever you eat now, nanotechnology is in that shit. Fucking in your clothes. And they tell you that your fucking clothes have nanotechnology in it. Like, what type of shit is that, man? And they're not asking you no more. They're not taking your votes. They're just fucking pushing it on you. You take it or you have no choice but to take it. So there is no or. Fucking breathe this shit in. Eat it. Drink it. Wear it. Like you're a excuse me, we're all walking, talking antennas. Like our whole fucking body communicates with satellites and shit. Street technology. Street technology. Fucking handheld military weapons and shit. And then they make you think that they make you think that it's your fucking choice and that you it's legitimate. These people are so good. They make you think it's your fucking choice that they're fucking forcing all this nanotechnology in your food and telling you it's for your health, and we're putting chlorine in the water and putting all this bullshit in the water for your health, and like they're literally fucking telling you they're poisoning you. They're telling you they're poisoning you for good reasons. and convince you to literally fucking believe that shit. You need a cough drop? You need a cough drop? I got cough drops. You need a cough drop? Hey, you need a cough drop? You okay? Okay. Hey. Please. Yeah, definitely putting it in the food, man. Or you know what you do? You get one of those porch lights that are so sensitive. They have those porch lights that you feel me. Some people they go all out and get those porch lights, big like LED, hella bright porch lights, and you know sometimes you don't even be on the sidewalk, you be on the street, and that motherfucker go off. Like, you get you get a couple of those and face it in some bed at some bedroom windows and shit, and then make it so when one goes off, all of them go off. And you know, make sure you point one at the porch light, at his porch light. Yeah, that's a good game right there. They see. No, they probably do something like fucking, you know, try and burn your house down or some shit. Definitely think about it. And you know, it's funny. It's hella funny, man, because you know, like they do all this shit to you, and you do something to them. You do something to them, or say something to you know make them go into the it's legitimate. Make them go into their feelings and shit. Like they look at you like you're the biggest fucking criminal. Like they like how fucking dare you retaliate on me. What perks are putting in house cleaners are professional snoopers. Yeah, no doubt. Thieves and all that shit, man. You know, most people don't realize, like, you know, people are from, you know, people are regular fucking people, man. People, and then, you know, certain people get those type of jobs just for that exact reason and shit. Like, fucking people will get jobs like that, house cleaning, taking care of older people, you know, like when the in-home care shit, like they take advantage of those opportunities, man, because some of those opportunities are golden. You know, if you're a thief, those are golden opportunities right there. You could fucking retire if you hit the right house. I mean, that's the way they think. You know, and if they don't get the right, if they don't get the right house, they'll get shit that they know, like you're not gonna find out it's gone for a long time. Like, you know, you might have shit stored away, and they'll fucking, you know, they'll take little trinkets and shit. You know, take enough to where you don't notice until later on in life, probably long after they're gone. And then you might not even think it was them. You probably think you just misplaced it or, you know, anything. You gotta be careful who you let into your house, man. Babysitters, all that shit. so hard to figure out what to eat these days. Yeah, I mean, just trying to eat as healthy as you can, but that shit isn't everything, man. That shit isn't. Look, we got chemtrail. Like, unless that shit is being grown indoors, and even if it is being grown indoors, you're still getting that shit in your food. Organic is not the same organic it used to be. But it's still, you know, it's still good food. I mean, it's still better than the, it's still better than the junk. It's still better than the junk. Cause you're still getting the junk, whether you get the chemtrail with it or not. You still get the good shit, whether you get the chemtrail with it or not. It's just you can't get away from the nanotech. Everything you do, they make sure that everything you need to survive that nanotech is gonna be there. Your air, your food, your water, all that shit. Can't run away from that. They sprinkle that shit on us every fucking day, all day, 24/7. Yep. Just veggies and water, maybe bread. It's safe. Yeah, it's all good, man. But it's everything is tampered with. If you are eating healthy, just keep eating fucking healthy. Just keep fucking eating healthy, but just know that that shit is there. Like, don't try and convince yourself that that shit is 100% clear of bullshit. Oh, we got a bike and a jogger. They were creative with that. Bike on one side, jogger on the other. Silent threats. The silent threats are hilarious, man. Sometimes it fucking pisses me off though. Like, when they do weird shit, I'm not even gonna say what it is because I know some. It's a perp on here. If I tell them what really fucking pisses me off, they'll fucking they'll fucking overflow me with that shit. I'll keep my mouth shut. I notice like a lot of the things, like I be talking a little too freely and shit, and then like they over like certain things that I don't like if I speak on it. They fucking flood me with that fucking shit. Try and drown me in it. Or anything that happened like real fucking serious and shit, they fucking role play the hell out of it. Like that dude fucking giving, like me getting my license taken and shit for no fucking reason other than fucking either a racist fucking cop or a fucking, being targeted and I didn't know at the time. Fucking saying I was drunk. Fucking drunk. No fucking way and shit would I be driving drunk. No fucking way would I be fucking driving drunk. And I knew it was bullshit because I'm sitting there, I'm begging the fucking cop. I'm like, give me a blood test, give me the alcohol test, give me the fucking, pull my fucking hair. Anything that I ever heard anybody being pulled over for being drunk, I told him to do that shit. I was like, take all the fucking tests. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? And I had just got my license and I just got the car that I wanted finally knowing that it wasn't gonna be taken and shit. I was like, fuck, man, take everything, man. And he refused, like he would not do it. He would not fucking do it. Fucked up. Come here, dude. Come here. Nah, you stay right here, dude. Hey, man, please don't smoke no crack on the side of my van, man. Please don't do that, bro. I said, please don't smoke no crack right there. Huh? You know, out of respect, bro. Hey, chill out, man. Hey, come here. Yeah. Nano is everywhere in our water too, I bet. Yeah, hell yeah, that shit's in our water along with all the other shit. Living in a nightmare. Yeah. It's fucked up when you gotta wake up to this shit and go to sleep to this shit and wake back up to it. That's for sure. When you gotta adapt to this type of shit. Oh. Another good idea, you guys. Excuse me. It's legitimate. You get these. If you can find them anywhere, you get these. I remember I was talking about that they be having them and shit. And I just said, fucking get them. And fucking, you know, you put them on scan. Huh? Oh, huh? What? Yeah. God bless you, man. Goofball. Oh man, these people. Yeah, though, like you put it on scan and you just leave it on, and then you'll catch them. Like you'll catch them. You'll catch them. The ones that are using the walkie-talkies, because some of them use walkie-talkies and shit, so it don't trace to their fucking phone. Like you'll catch them. Judgment against gang stalking. Hey, what's going on, bro? There's been helicopters all over me. Yeah, they're they're everywhere, man. They waste a lot of fuel too. That's a lot of taxpayers' money just to start one of those things up. Let alone fly it over a person to harass them. And you know, after a while, unless they're doing like some, you know, weapons from the top of them that you feel like, but just catching somebody's attention to fuck with them and shit. After a while, that shit gets to be fucking regular. Like you don't even pay attention to that bullshit. Like they waste all that money for nothing. Like I know I don't trip off of them unless like I used to. Like when that shit first started happening to me. Like I used to film that shit all the fucking time. Like they would fly low. They would fucking send those fucking MASH type helicopters, like with the propeller in the front and the propeller and the propeller in the back, and they'd be like military ones flying hella low though, like low, damn near fucking. It looked like tree level and shit, almost like 2-story houses and shit, like fucking. to the like maybe a little bit higher than the roof type shit. And if you guys see like where I was, like when I was at the house, like it was a lot of trees and shit. So like, and I used to leave my phone in the, I used to leave my phone in the house because I was doing yard work back there, and it's like gardens and shit like that. A lot of gardens and shit. And so like when I would, yeah, so when I would fucking I wouldn't want to fuck from like pulling weeds and shit. I didn't want to get that shit all in my charger and all that shit. So I left it in the house. And every time that shit happened, I run and it's like they do it and they know exactly when I put my phone in the house and they fucking do it and I run in the house and try and get the fucking you know the phone and shit and come and get them and like I fucking tried to and it's like when I put my camera on the plane and shit like it wouldn't have catch it from the way it was, the way I was aiming the camera or whatever. I don't know what it was. It looked like the plane wasn't coming in the picture, but I could see the plane, but it's like it wasn't coming in the camera. I'm like what the fuck? And then like when I finally could like get in clear on it, it hit the trees, like the behind the trees and shit. Like it was a lot of fucking tall trees where I was. But I used to be on that shit all the fucking time. People would be like, airplanes flying in. People would be like, airplanes fly in the air all the fucking time. You can't, and then for a person to say that somebody would go out of their way actually to fucking, fly an airplane, that literally is hard to believe. So, I try to put myself in the people's shoes who doubt us and shit, who think we're crazy or something. I try and put myself in their shoes, and I understand. Like, first of all, for you to even say that they're doing it to target you it sounds kind of nuts. But when you say they're doing it all the time, and then you got these you got these fuckers all the time, and you're taking pictures, you're taking video of fucking planes, and people don't know where you're at. Like there's no fucking even no fucking air station around here, but they don't know that, so they're just gonna say, "Hey, fucking, there's air." People don't even know like certain shit like that. And they'll be like, "Oh man, you're crazy, man." And I probably wouldn't voice it out the way they do. Like, I wouldn't say nothing to the person, but I would think to myself, like, maybe this person, maybe this person. So I got off of that shit. And when I stopped paying attention to it, like when I say it became like normal. Like just think of it as a regular fucking plane. even though you know, even though you know what's going on, like just think of it as something regular, and it becomes something that's out of sight, out of mind. Damn near you hear it, but you don't even pay attention to that shit. Yeah, crazy man. They be doing military. I get military. A lot of police, like the police ones, like to go over me and shine their fucking lights in my van, or fucking fly in my vicinity and shine the lights. And then, they say, I stay in the van. So they like to fly around and say, everybody go into your houses. They make sure they make sure they make sure to make a point of saying everybody go in your house, and they say it a lot. I just started coughing when that guy coughed. too many YouTube channels floating around. Why can't I simply delete my channels? I'm pretty sure you can. I got a lot of YouTube channels out too. Like I got like fucking. We got a four-legged one. I got like fucking four YouTube channels. I'm trying to think of something to fucking monetize, but I don't know. I want to do one for sure, traveling. I want to do a travel one. I might do a strain review and shit, like a weed strain review. Brandon, same. Wow. Craig and Brandon, you both started coughing at the same fucking time. That might have been. That might have. Who knows? They might have fucking been targeting y'all. Who knows? I'm not saying that's the case though. I'm just saying. Someone I know had neighbors doing that. What's that, Brandon? Hey, what's going on, Steven? Hey, man, I got your. Actually, I think I got him on time. I think I got him on time. They popped up when I was doing live. I was on live, and I got some messages from you. They are always messing with my passwords. Yeah, they've been doing that shit with mine too, man. And like I'll change them. What they'll do? Like I'll change them. I'll change my fucking passport, my password, and they don't change it to where I don't know it. They just always change it back to the original password I had before. Like we're comfortable with this fucking password. Don't change it. It's fucked up. You can't control something you pay for. Like you pay for this shit and you can't even fucking control it. And then when you take it to the fucking people, they act clueless. Like they don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Hey, oh no, they wouldn't. What did the fucking lady tell me? Like she totally contradicted herself. Like she said, "Oh no, we have good security. Most of our phones don't get hacked." And then like I'm sitting there, I'm like, my phone, like, what are you talking about? Like my phone, like these people are getting in my games. These people are getting in every fucking thing. Like my phone is completely fucking compromised and shit. Like just fucking, you have a fucking look, and you run your fucking system. You run it through your fucking system, and you can see like people have been in my phone. Like I even got fucking shit that they said people be trying to get in my phone from fucking India and fucking Bangladesh and all types of fucking weird shit like that. Your phone has just been, attempted to be, from Bangladesh, somebody in Bangladesh and shit. Like, what the fuck? Oh, well, it is an Android. And then I'm like, at that point, when they're stupid enough to fucking contradict themselves like that, it's time to stop talking to them because they just get stupider and stupider with their fucking you know trying to comfort you and shit. They get stupider and fucking stupider, and it fucking if you got high blood pressure, thank God I don't, but if you got high blood pressure, your fucking shit is gonna skyrocket. It's gonna fucking it's a dizzy fucking game to play. They like to dish it, but they don't. But they can't take it. Big Iggy. Yeah, exactly, man. Like sometimes I be doing shit, but like I guess it's going overboard. Sometimes, but sometimes and you can't do nothing. Like I be trying to think of the best ways to get them. That's legal. That's not gonna land me in jail. That's legal. That most likely will piss them off, or scare them. Like try and make them feel how I feel, type shit. And some of them just can't fucking take that shit, man. They fucking look at you. What the fuck, man? That time. Like, man, I got a cough, man. What are you talking about? You cough? Why? I mean, I can't cough. You didn't cough. You fucking yelled. Like you can't fucking tell me how to cough. Like we're two different people, buddy. You cough the way you cough. I cough the way I cough. And then they get mad, and then you just start fucking you yank their chain like they yank yours. Regular people don't cough like that, man. That wasn't fucking normal. Yeah, well, people where I come from would say the way you cough is feminine, and the way I cough is like a man. Oh man, these people, man. They hire anybody, man. Everybody isn't a professional that's in this fucking business. You know, some of these people will want to fight you. Some of these people will get offended and feel really, really fucking like they didn't expect you to do that. Like you have no right to do that, even though they're fucking, devaluing you as a human being, treating you like worse than you would treat a terrorist and shit. On a daily basis, though, and comfortable and getting paid off of it. With whatever, no matter whether it's a little bit or a lot, like they're getting paid to their satisfaction. They're getting paid to their satisfaction to do this shit, so. You gotta fight back some kind of way. And if you can record their reactions, that's even better, because do believe they record all of our reactions. Every time we get pissed off, every time we fucking be yelling at them and all that shit, they're in the cuts recording us and shit. Fucking playing that shit back, laughing at it. Eating popcorn, fucking giving each other high fives, fucking, paying off bets and shit. I bet you I can get him to flip out more times than you can get her to flip out. I bet you I can make him do this. I bet you I can make him get so mad he throws something at me or some fucking bullshit like that. Placing big bets. One day I was going to the recycling, and the reason why I knew they were placing bets on me, and I know the police probably even be placing bets on me and shit, cause the police be fucking intercepting my fucking, they be And I gotta laugh to keep from being mad, man, because you know that shit is not fucking cool. Like they be intercepting my spots with bullshit, man. Like it don't even be nothing going on and shit, and they be having caution tape and shit. Like they be having their lights on around my recycle spots and shit with caution tape all set out. Like they fucking put in work on me on my recycle spot, so they snatch a lot of that. And what they do while they're doing that, you know, they have somebody who's fucking, you know, with a target basket. It's like they're fucking court protecting, defending the fucking, you know, the gang stalker while the gang stalker stocks up on my recycle and shit from my spot and shit. So, and you know, if I was walking or if I was on a bike, it would be a different story. But being that I'm in a van and shit, I can't go park because they have the caution tape and they got their lights and shit all on. And I can't park my van away from there because if I park it away from there, they're gonna fucking do something to my van. So, you know, they plan they plan this shit out to a T, man. And sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes that shit just fucking pisses me off, man. You gotta get them back some way, man. And that's the fuck. That's the best way I know how, man. And even still, I gotta probably try and slow down on that because, like, sometimes I think I go a little too far. If that, if that makes any sense, like I get close up on them and shit. Like I wait till they're like if they get to touching their butts and shit and all that weird shit. Like I'll wait till they go to the cash register and I'll fucking cough and I'll try and, you know, make sure they feel that I cough. All types of shit, so I gotta slow down on that shit. Uh, yeah, and that might not have been the case with you guys, coffee beans, but they can do that to people, make them cough and like that's why we gotta be really fucking analyzed. And it almost seems like you might pass some of them up, but maybe when you let some of the stragglers get by, some of the fucking ones get by, it helps you zone in on the ones that are really fucking doing it. And it helps you fucking, it calms you down, like it keeps you from paying attention to every detail of everything and shit. Like you just don't pay attention to that shit. Or you don't let it get to you. Like it might get to you and shit, but you train yourself. Like you hear somebody coughing, you roll down the window and you ask them, hey, you need a cough drop, something like that. And when they see you're not flipping out and shit, you see the look on their face, like they'll smile at you at first and say, oh no, thank you and shit. And then when they're turning away from you, they'll have this fucking grimace and shit on their fucking face. Fucking funny. It's like you kill their bullshit with your kindness and, you know, you train yourself to be better at dealing with this shit. We're always gonna have our days though, so we're like, you don't want to deal with that shit. Then you might flip out, you might say something, you might, but other than that, all in all, you become better at it. That's for sure. Like I know I've definitely grown in this shit just by taking certain advice, like um, listening to fucking Scott Snitzer. Yeah, excuse me, that's legitimate. Listening to Scott Snitzer. I, yeah, and just fucking paying attention to what he was saying. At first, like that shit didn't make no sense, but as I started fucking practicing some of that shit, like that shit works, man. It works. Especially that fucking paying attention to everybody with their fucking phones and everybody doing naturally fucking doing shit. You just fucking you're so sensitized to the bullshit that you zone in on fucking everything and shit. And once you back up off of that, shit gets a lot fucking easier. It becomes a lot more fucking stressful, a lot more culpable. It takes some fucking time though, I know that much. That much I can tell you, it does take time. But eventually it works. They're gonna move the fucking truck, probably park it somewhere up there so I get a little fucking visual now. Not saying that's the case, but I'm just saying I bet that's what it is. Gonna get a whole lot more visual. Yep. Like you can't hide behind this fucking truck. You're not gonna hide behind this. We're gonna move this up a little bit. Not that I was hiding behind it, but here we go. Here we go. But I tell y'all, I want to make sure you get that visual. We want to see that reaction. You know, get the full visual. They don't want me missing nothing. Look at him looking over here. Oh, you begin to. Excuse me. It's like it's like bird watching. You watch the birds for so long, you begin to see and understand their antics. You begin to they become fucking predictable. Hell yeah. Silent threat right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a silent threat. The blankets, the big bags, the fucking duffel bags, super, super big, over, fucking, over promoted, if you will, super big bags, a lot of them on one person. Riding around with bike rims and shit, riding around with bike tires and shit. Some even riding around with bikes with car tires on them. See that dude right there looking for my reaction? Ain't no reaction, my friend. You want my reaction so bad. Oh man, this shit is funny, man. Ugh. My family, my gang stalkers are connected to my military family. Yeah. Yep, here we go. See a little boy touch himself. See a little man touch himself. Then look at me. Nasty, man. You shouldn't be doing that in front of your father like that, man. Should never do that in front of grown men. Only do that in front of the women. Are you his father? Are you his father? Oh, I was gonna say, you should tell him to only do that in front of the women, never in front of grown men. Never touch on yourself in front of grown men. Never do that. You give people the wrong idea, son. The moment I realized leave him alone, Mark. These fucking clowns, man. Like, if you want to know who I am personally, hit me up in line app. Line app. Not sure what that. They will react with low dare if you or you got game and the same time. How dare you? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Dare you and how dare you. That's the perfect way to put it. Because they want you to react, man. They want you so bad. And then when you react to the way that, you know, our first, you know, our first reaction, not knowing about this program, is probably going to be taking some type of fucking, you know, defensive stance and shit. Calling them out, fucking yelling at them, whatever. And that's all they want. If they can succeed, look at dude, he's funny as hell. But if they can succeed at that, man, it's a win for them. It's like Chinese torture, man, when they fucking drop that water on you and shit. A drip at a time, a drop at a time and shit. Like, that shit drives you so crazy that you fucking die. Like, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, it's not so bad. 4 drop, 5 drop, still not so bad. But once you start fucking getting those drops and shit, that shit start feeling like bricks and shit. You know, them drops, like, fucking, I don't know what they do with it. Hit your third eye or whatever, but they say, like, once them fucking drops start dripping on you and shit like that, you know, they start fucking feeling like bricks and shit. It's not funny, man, because I would never want to be going through that shit. I know that. They get mad when they know we're on to them. That's one of your best weapons against it, man. Is knowing exactly what like. That's why it's a blessing to know what this program is about. Like, there's no fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong. Money is a good thing, but I would rather have a little bit tiny money and know what this program is about than to be fucking rich and fucking not know not know. Like, this is more precious than fucking knowing is more precious than having money is what I'm trying to say, man. You'll fucking lose your mind, man, if you don't know what this program is. Just think of all the people talking to themselves on the streets and fucking, now they're on some type of fucking they got on some type of medication. Because this shit was going on. They had this technology way before they were using it on us. They had this shit in the 70s and shit. Like, they just brought it out. It's just now being discovered by the population, but this shit was out way before. So just imagine how many people they did this shit to and that didn't have any knowledge of this type of shit. Like, this shit was top secret. Like, those are the ones that caught it the worst and shit, because they really thought they were going crazy, and then they really got on that fucking medication and shit, man. And they probably had money, they probably had fucking prominent people, a lot of prominent people, a lot of people with potential, a lot of people who invent shit. Somebody about to get their dog hit, man. A lot of people that a lot of people that invent shit probably invented something that somebody stole their fucking shit from. They had connections and fucking, they got them placed onto this program and stole their fucking invention. A lot of those going on. I know that fucking after the dude that created the oh man, and they do it in the most signature fucking ways too. When they kill you or do some fucking shit, like try and they get you in the most signature ways, man. The dude that created that fucking, he had created this fucking. You see a lot of people on them today because they got so many different fucking versions and shit. But he created this fucking thing. Like Mall Cops, if you seen the movie Mall Cop, that thing, like, you stand on it, it got two fucking wheels, and it's like a scooter, but it's like a scooter, but it's not a scooter. It's, I don't know what it is, but it got a wheel on the left side, and it got a wheel, a booty bandit, booty bandit, booty bandit, booty bandit, booty bandit. It got a wheel on the side, and it got a wheel on the right side and left side. It's like a hover thing. It's like a hover thing, but it got wheels on it. Like, that dude, the dude that created that shit, like, they killed him. I know they killed him. He fucking died on one. Like, he rode. I think they say he ran off a cliff on one of his fucking creations, on something that he created. He ran off a cliff or some shit, but he died on his fucking invention. And then as soon as he died on that shit, like, they started creating hell versions of it. It's not funny that he died, but it's the way they do shit, man. It's so fucking blatant. It's like, how could you fucking not know yet you don't fucking know? All TRs have that. Apartments need to get hidden cameras or some setup property matters or just hired officers. I swear I wish I was technical and I knew some type of shit about, installing security. If I was that type of, if I was that knowledgeable, like I would fucking have security cameras all around here. One on the side, one on the other side, one in the back. And just have that shit where you can watch it real time and record it real time. There's an app though. There's an app called Alfred. If you have two devices and shit, you can Wi-Fi them together, um, and do it like that. Like if you have hotspot, like whether it's on your phone or you have just whatever type of hotspot, you can you can have up to 4 cameras and you can put them everywhere. But that shit wouldn't work here because I don't have windows on the side. But you can hang up like a camera, like if you got phone. Well, you'll be in houses and shit, but you can still use the it'll be like a real easy hookup. Just use like the thing I got holding this up, the thing I got holding this phone up, like the dash holder. Like you just suction cup it to your window in your house and shit. Point it out. So point the camera, get you a couple devices, a few devices that don't have to be that expensive. Just as long as they got Wi-Fi on them, a pretty decent camera. You could, you could do a low budget security system like that and watch everything and record it in real time on your computer because it has it has motion detection and it records on the motion detection. I've used it with one device and it works pretty good. It works good on one device. With one device, I've never had multiple devices and used it. Look at the guy pulling up with his arm out the window. Real fucking cute. Don't put it in now, child. There you go. Get it all the way out there. And he got a black eye. This motherfucker out here fucking with people with a black eye. How you gonna do that, man? Let me see if I can zoom in on that motherfucker. You already done got beat up by a target and shit. What you do? These people are hilarious, man. That paycheck must be good. You got motherfuckers out here getting beat up for it. Pulling up with black eyes and shit. Can't be doing that, man. You might as well get as much vitamins as you can and counteract it. Your brain needs it. Yeah, definitely. I have a shitload of vitamins. I got multiple vitamins. That dog is gonna get hit, man. That motherfucker stay running across the street, man. Let's see something. Mine all in. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking with me just cause they know I don't want to see that shit. Like that motherfucker get hit by a car. They'll do shit like that. They already, they already be making cats. They already be making cats and shit. Fucking run after me and shit, or run out in the middle of the street at me and shit, or not at me, but they stomp their foot or whatever. I don't know how the fuck they get them to do it, but they get them to do it. Cats be running like when I get to certain spots, and it's always the same fucking spot. It's always like fucking, and it's always the same fucking colored cat. It's either a black cat or a fucking cow colored cat. Like you guys really trying to give me the fucking. You guys, and that one time it was like a black dog, man. Like one time I had to fuck my fucking brakes up. Like I hit my brakes hella hard, man, to miss that fucking dog. And like when I hit him, like I kind of swerved too, cause I knew like I knew like fucking if I would like even going straight, going straight and fucking I would have still fucking hit the dog, man. Like, and they do that shit on purpose, and then a fucking little kid runs in the middle of the fucking street laughing and shit and grabs the fucking dog. Man, that dog is scared out of his fucking mind. He's gonna get hit, especially by one of these crazy driving motherfuckers, man. That dog don't know what to fucking do right now. That's fucked up. You might, true brother, site manager. What's up with the military? We the citizens are not terrorists. Yeah, the military don't care though. The military, they do what they're told. They do what they're told. If they're told to be nice to you, they'll be nice as fucking, they'll be just as sweet as fucking sugar. But, when they get that motherfucking command, they'll fucking be yelling at you. All types of shit. Shut the fuck up. You don't fucking talk when I fucking talk. Did I say anything to you? Why do you have me? Shut the fuck up. Don't question me. uh, Judgment not good, by the way. Assumption kill people. Get to know a person first. Yeah. I think what it is, man, is just people are so fucking gullible. Everybody's fucking gullible now, man. Everybody's fucking gullible. And the police, these fucking terrorists right here, like they can go whisper in anybody's ear. Most like the people that call themselves upstanding and shit, like when they're in the presence of a police officer and the police officer is talking to them nice, like just fucking happens to stop and talk to him out the blue like a friendly officer, man. Like some people feel really, really fucking, blessed, like to be in their presence. Like oh my god, a police officer is actually talking to me. Like that type of shit. Like, they real feel real fucking gifted, if you will. And I see it all the time. I mean, not like I'm around that shit all the time or anything like that, but when I do see, citizens, like I can see them, like they be spilling their fucking guts and shit. Like, not necessarily spilling their guts as in telling on themselves or anything, but they fucking like over fucking react trying to impress the officer or something like. They really go out of their way to impress the man. So all it takes is, saying that to say, all it takes is for, you know, an officer to get up under somebody and fucking start. Oh man, I hate to see what's gonna happen to that dog. Everything's all gated up. It's like he's in. It's not funny. He can't make up his mind though. That's fucked up. Excuse me, that's legitimate. I would go try and get it and take that shit to the pound. Take him to the pound. No, I know they won't kill him. It's too like, but my dogs would go crazy and he might be scared of people and shit. I might chase him into the street to get hit. Um, shit, that's it. It's going off. I'm just waiting for one of the motherfuckers to start talking, man. I'm waiting for one of them to start talking. I know I'm gonna catch it. I know I'm gonna catch it. They spray the sky over the clouds. I can make a video about that in a few minutes. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Oh man, I even seen the shit they got, man. It's black. It's like chemtrail, but it's black chemtrail. I'm sure if you type in black chemtrail, that shit'll come up. Like that shit looks crazy. That shit's hella dark, like billowing, like dark, 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 dark. They don't want to get to know you because the truth will start to surface and then they will have to do with their conscience. I don't think they have conscience. They do this shit to their families and they know their families. There's no way in the world these people have conscience. Nah, these people are just greedy. Look at the yellow, yellow backpack, yellow backpack. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Yeah, man, they're just greedy, man. You gotta think, man, there's people that fucking have grown up with literally grown up with their family members and say, and knowing it's wrong, but most people wouldn't fucking turn their family members out. Say they fucking, for something small. Like, maybe they broke in somebody's house and they fucking, burglary or something. And there's some fucking crime watch reward on their fucking family members. Knowing that they fucking participated in spending the money that he got from it. Knowing that they knew what the fuck he did in the first place. And they didn't have no problem with fucking indulging in the riches or the spoils from the fucking, whatever, the burglary. Like if a $500, if a $200 reward pop up on the screen for that motherfucker, like, some family members will fucking turn their own fucking blood in for $200. And on top of that, that same person that they fucking that same fucking person that they turned in for the $200 probably spent way more than $200 on them from the fucking, you know, come up, if you will. So the only thing is greed, man. And I've tried to put that shit together in my mind so many times. Like, why would these fucking people? Why would your family members? Why would these people, like, you know? And the only two things I can come up with is blackmail and fucking greed. Anything else is fucking. There's no excuse for it. I mean, there's really no excuse for the blackmail and the greed. There's no excuse for none of it. But you know, anything else, I can't see anybody, for doing it for anything other than you get out of jail. You do this for us, you get out of jail. You do this for us, we don't spill your secret out there. You ever been to Target before? You ever had nice clothes? You do this for us, we'll give you a Target card for $100. We'll give you a McDonald's card too. Hell, we'll give you all types of fucking cards. I remember at the party. This is in the beginning of my targeting. When I was out here, like, on the bike and shit. And I was in the parking lot. Like, I spent a lot of time in the park. Nope, get your ass down. Nope, not gonna happen. Nope, back up, back up. Don't do it. Back up. Lay down. Hey, back down. You back up. You back up. You back up. Alright, we good. Nope. We'll always be humble because pride will intensify the game. Yeah. Yep, that's the biggest thing is pride, man. Pride is that the fucking it's poison for you. Like, you gotta drop that shit. That's what got me in the beginning, and that's what fucked me up, man. Hearing people, like, when you're not used to it, and they know that, like, they know it. When you're not fucking used to it, you know, and people start calling you bitches and saying fuck you when you don't come from when you're, you know, basically everybody, anyone, period. Like, it doesn't matter, like, what side of the fence or anything. Like, that's disrespectful as fuck. Like, especially if you're not fucking with anybody and somebody just calls you a bitch or, just calls you out, just anything. And they used to have, in the beginning, they used to have the most puny, fucking nerdy, or like people that they knew, like, psychologically, I knew I could fucking just, and I'm not a tough dude at all. Like, I'm not. I can have my ass kicked and beat by anybody. I don't underestimate anybody or anybody like that. But like, they would just have the most puniest fucking dudes, and psychologically, when you get some fucking redhead kid nerd and shit walking by him and he calls you a bitch and just fucking looks at you like he can't be touched and shit, psychologically, pridefully, like, that does something to you. And you fucking just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't even believe the shit, man. Like, you literally can't fucking believe it. And then that shit happens in domino effect. Like, you start thinking, like, what the fuck does, like, what do these people see that I don't, like, what are these fucking people doing, man? That's crazy, man. That's the most fucked up shit, man. Mentally, you can't, if you don't, let's just say I had a hard time with that, man. Never to the point to where I actually threw blows or got into a fight with anybody, but look, that little dude's still over there touching on himself. Way over there. Way in the fuck over there. Hands down. Yeah, man, but psychologically, man, that shit does something to you. But when you don't pay attention to it and you fucking, like, I've learned to fucking I've learned to fucking just fucking, you know, they call it, say fuck you, they call you bitch. I just let them do it, man. I don't know, fucking, no resistance, man. No fucking resistance. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Appreciate the compliment, sir. You have a nice day. God bless you, alright? And they walk away. Because they expect you. They expect you. They know. They know for a fact because it's just fucking mathematics that everybody has a little bit of pride on them, in them, man. You know, and that shit will make you feel some type of way if you don't let it go. What is that TikTok, anyways? I've been hearing about that a lot lately. It's an app. It's I haven't downloaded it because every time I get commercials about it, they always send like a commercial of some fucking young girl or like a couple young girls dancing and shit, like in fucking skanky shit. Like, and they might be of age, but they look really fucking young and shit. Like I've tried, I fucking message fucking like I've acted, but lately fucking, you know, I've seen people sending like shit on the coronavirus from it, like um, I've seen people. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if it was TikTok or Twitter, but somebody sent me something that Michael Barton had actually found, and they said like 6 employees from eBay had got rounded up for targeting people, organized targeting. So I mean, that's a glimmer of hope right there. The DOJ got him, rounded him up. I'll, s- uh, I should be able to. I tried to get back to it and I couldn't find it. Like I don't know if they fucking zapped it out my phone or took it away or whatever. But I'm gonna look for it again and post it up so you guys can see. And then you might want to even go to Michael Barton's channel and ask him about it because he's the one that fucking he's the one that found it. Uh, More throws them off. Nothing pisses them off worse than you looking. Yeah. And some of them are good, man. Some of them are good, man. Like really fucking good. Like they've been like seasoned ones. Like it doesn't matter what you throw at them. Like they'll fucking like, they'll talk over you and it's like you're not even fucking there, man. And I realized how that shit was making me feel like when I would try and fucking, say something to them and fucking that would make me even more fucking pissed off and shit. And I just thought about it, man. They're just like fucking us, man. They're just like us, and then fucking watching fucking Snitzers, fucking watching. That's the number one thing that helped me conquer this bullshit is watching Snitzers fucking channel, man. Definitely hands down. Like using some of his fucking um, methods and shit definitely help. Along with others, but Spencer definitely helped me out a lot. By the way, I was wondering during live stream on TikTok, can you hear people during the stream? I'm not sure. Yeah, just try, and you will see more reasonable you are, the more pissed they. Yeah, it's like fucking the reaction. Your reaction gives them fuel, man. Your reaction is everything to them. I'm telling you, they be having bets, man. They be having bets, man. I know the police be having bets on me, probably. I know for a fact the citizens, they said it at the recycle center. Or they didn't say it blatantly like that, but they threw the hint out there and shit, like, you know, you owe me now. I told you. I told you. UN has confirmed energy torture exists. Yeah, a lot of things are coming out slowly but surely. I mean, hopefully, I wouldn't set myself up for it, but hopefully this shit does come to an end. If it does come to an end though, there definitely. I mean, I wouldn't really give a fuck, but it would be nice, and I would definitely push for reparations for this shit. Psychological reparations, all types of reparations. I can't work. I can't do anything. These people are fucking, they fucking. I don't trust. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust my family. I think everybody's out to get me now because of these people. And you wouldn't be crazy. I mean, you'd be a normal fucking person, and they would know that. These people are creating. These people are basically creating a circle of psychotic bullshit around you to a point to where they fucking are snatching away every fucking thing about you, your trust, the person you are. Like some people, like you know, people be trying to come up to me and talk to me and shit. Like I won't even talk to them. Like I'll fucking ignore a lot of fucking people, man. Like I, and they'd be like, "Hello," and shit like that. But I get targeted with that shit so much. I just don't want to take no fucking chances. Certain family, now that I know certain family members with fucking, a lot, my eyes have been open to a lot of shit, so I'm definitely wouldn't be fucking with them anymore. Man, Crazy shit, man. Crazy, crazy. Life is but a dream or a nightmare. I like, I don't know if you guys caught that dude on the bike, but they're like having their weirdos. That's probably what this big dude came out for just now, to make sure I wasn't getting out the fucking van to say anything to that dude. But they like using their, not that even saying nigga is a fucking cool word and shit, but they like to fucking, they like to put the ER. We have the big gay dude, and we have the big, I don't know if he's straight or gay, but we got two big guys on the side. On either side. But, what was I talking? I got thrown off, man. I'll catch you on the other. If judgment, that can hack your phone speakers, or oh yeah, that can hack all the your speaker. I wanna doubt that they have shit in the glass, cause I know people cover up their cameras and shit. I wanna doubt they had some fucking cameras in the glass and shit. And then you gotta remember that your earpiece and your fucking where you talk out of. Cause my phone is the type of phone. The speakers are on the bottom, and most people, if you're not thinking, you'll just try and cover up the speakers on the bottom, but they can hear you through the mouthpiece and the earpiece as well. And they listen to fucking everything, man. It's no fucking, like, it's no fucking, like, you know, you talk about something and the fucking ad pops up about exactly what the hell you're talking about. Oh, man. You know, I be talking about targeting so much, probably, it's probably not even them putting the Target commercials on the fucking, but I know I get hella fucking Target. Like, I've had like a series of different Target commercials. I get a different fucking Target commercial every time. I know one thing, they pay a lot for their fucking advertising. That's for sure. These motherfuckers ain't playing either. They got that mask on. Oh man, you know that's dangerous as well. Making people wear those masks all the time, like people are gonna, get some bright ideas. No work, no work. Yup. Now, now that they know it exists, we gotta try and get them to understand that this shit exists. This is hella funny. Anybody ever seen this? A security guard in a hard hat. No construction anywhere around here. No construction anywhere around here. Oh wait, yeah, it is some construction right there, but that's way over there on the other side. Oh, that's a signal. Woken made a video on it. I shared it on my channel as well. Still gotta put it on the God channel, but I'm detoxing at the moment. Hey, what's going on, Mischievous? How's that detoxing going for you, man? Are you doing the super detox where the parasites come out? My site manager is from my desk, trailer park. Where you work at? They love walkie-talkies, Nappy. Yeah, I know, like every time I get to certain parts, I get the staticky bullshit, or I get them calling it the call. Well, it might not be all of them, but I get the the ringing noise, like they're trying to alert somebody else, alert themselves or something. Look to that. Oh lordy, 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 lordy. They just don't stop. But yeah, I can't wait to catch one of them. I know I will. Just patience. Patience. I'm not really too eager, but I do want to, and I know I will. It's like fishing. It's just like fucking fishing. One of these days, I'm gonna catch the big one. I might be at one of these days. They might be talking about their little location meetup, and I can fucking just hop out on hop out on about 5 or 6 of them and ask them how I knew I thought they would fucking be at this location. How did I know this was blow? You were gonna be here if you. pushing it harder than my COVID counts. Yep. Yes, sir. You know when they used to fuck up my recycle spots, that used to piss me off a lot too. I used to be hella fucking, like I used to get mad. Like to the point, and psychologically I saw what it was doing to me. Like, I started lagging on what my stops and shit. Like certain, you know, I wouldn't get out because psychologically I knew that they had already hit that shit. I started, and then I said, fuck it, man. Like, I'm not gonna fucking, cause if they can bluff you, if they can bluff you, they can beat you, man. As soon as I started saying, fuck that, man, just let it go, man. Let it go, man. It's not fucking worth it, man. This is like, why are you gonna get, it's like, that shit's everywhere. If it gets really, really to the point to where, like, it's just, I just go to a different area. Like, I've only recycled there. It's not like I go everywhere and fucking recycle. I'll just fucking find a new location if it gets really that bad. So it's not worth even tripping over. Like, and usually when I do that anyways, when I switch up and I go to different locations that I've never been to before, that shit's so fucking plentiful. Like, it's like, damn, man. And I realized, like, the from the way cause the way I get it in other places, like if I go other places to switch up my route, it's just the same way as the beginning of when I started out here, like, but when, and it went that way until they started seeing that I was fucking actually saving my money and I wasn't fucking, cause most people think, like, if you're recycling, then you're only gonna get a little bit, enough to fucking get cigarettes and the beer or some shit like that. But they see, they see how I was fucking recycling and fucking doing it every fucking day, and the numbers. Like, not saying it made me rich or anything, but for being out here, I was making pretty good money recycling, and they seen that shit. And at first, what they did, they started asking me, like, "Hey man, how much do you make doing that?" Like, it'd be different locations, like by the college and shit. And the questions would seem innocent enough, but I would still be kind of like, I wouldn't, because I don't be trying to make myself sound like, it's not like it's some big shot shit or anything like that. I would tell them, I don't really make that much. I don't really make that much, man. I just be surviving, and then you see, like, nah, man, just tell me how much do you make, like, on a daily thing, because I'll be thinking about doing it. So I just throw like a little number out there, and it's like they knew I was fucking lying, man. They fucking knew I was lying, man. I think that because the 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 fucking, the people at the recycle place, they tell these people how much I make every day. They tell them that. And so, like, when these people were asking me, I tell them, like, lower than what I really made. I tell them just, like, little shit. And they look at me like I was fucking lying and shit. And it wasn't like it was one or two people. I was getting these people out of all types of places, just in abundance, like, you know. And they always say, I've been thinking about doing it. Like, I see that they say shit like, I see you doing it all the time. I was thinking about doing it. And when they found that shit out, when they seen, I think when they see the numbers, they went crazy trying to stop me. Like, and that shit was fucking me up in the beginning. Like, I was like, damn, man, I'm trying to do the right thing, and these people just keep fucking with me, man, like this. Like, they see I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm fucking out here fucking, that does something to you mentally, man. Like, I started thinking other shit, fucking job security, like the police really, the police, The system really don't want you off. Like, if they see you doing good, like, they're gonna put stumbling blocks in your way, whether it's fucking setting up drug transactions, whether it's having somebody offer you drugs, somebody coming up to you and asking you if you want to do drugs with them. And now that I've been in this program, like I definitely believe like the reason why a lot of these people go back to jail, because I know a lot of people like honestly try and fucking do good, man. There's a lot of people that are in the system that try and fucking do good, and fucking like I was one of them. Like I tried to fucking do good, man, to some point to where, at the point to where they kept fucking with me. Then it was, from every point on. Then you know I was just like, fuck it, I'll do all my fucking time in violations, and I just ran. But in the beginning, I literally tried to do good. I got a job. I was doing good on that job, and I got violated for no crime I committed, except for, you know, living above my means. I guess I shouldn't have been spending as much money as I spent on whatever I spent it on TV or whatever. I think that's what it was, man, because the parole officer kept questioning me on the fucking TV and shit. Like, where did you get it? How much did it cost? How much do you make? Like, and you know how much I fucking make, man. Like, you ask my fucking boss and shit. Like, and these TVs aren't that expensive. It was just like a big fucking, and I don't even think it was. I don't even think it was a fucking TV. I think it was just like a big ass fucking monitor that was connected to cable. So all the stations came on the cable, but the way it was on the wall and shit, like the way I had it, it looked it looked like just a big ass fucking what do they call it, plasma TV and shit. But I think it was just a monitor, like a little like a V, what was it, Vizio or something like that monitor. And he was questioning me on that shit. And I remember I went back to his fucking office. I went back to his office on my fucking, my fucking parole, like, because you have to go visit him and shit, like every month and shit. And I knew it was with the bullshit, because he said, you still not gonna tell me how much you paid for that TV, huh? I was like, man, come on, man. Crazy, man. Nappy, what kind of device is that? This right here is called LG V40. This is LG V40. I think the perps call the cops. Yeah, a lot of them do, or they threaten you that they are. Like, that's another thing. Like, when you confront them, that a lot of times they like to tell you they're gonna call the police on you, and then they're a part of the fucking shit, so they don't really fucking call the police. They just want to see if you're gonna, like, the fucking saying is, this is, if they can bluff you, they can beat you in this shit. Even with the recycling. Even with the recycling, that's another thing. They throw fucking trash all over the place around the fucking, and sometimes I just, because 9 times out of 10, if I stop and I go get recycle out of wherever I go, I'm gonna pick the shit up around it. Like, even if they left the fucking bullshit there, I'm gonna pick it up because I was the last person seen there, and I don't want, I don't want no bullshit. And sometimes I just don't feel like stopping, man, because They do it so they get exaggerated with it and fucking just throw shit all over the fucking the shit be blowing all in the middle of the fucking street and shit. But I one day I just fucking hopped out. I was like, fuck it, man. And just fucking got out and they do it so psychologically. I think that they went in there and they got everything, but I go in there, man, it be recycled all in that motherfucking, man. Like they just do that shit for visual. And it psychologically it makes me think, oh man, they hit that motherfucker, and I don't even get out and fucking get this shit. Now I do because I know they're fucking. I know it's a tactic, but in the beginning I didn't even get out and get that shit. Watch out when gang stalkers start doxing you or others, or a non-gang stalker. Doxing. I'm not sure what that means. Judgment. Don't be paranoid, be prepared. Yeah, no doubt. Don't worry about anything. Just prepare for everything. You're in control. Just don't realize it. Yeah, no doubt, man. It's always good to have a little tiny paranoia because it keeps you on your toes, but don't fucking, don't swim and drown in that shit. And that's like survival. You just have to move around. That's another thing I like about being in a van is that I can move around. Like, if it gets bad one place, I can get somewhere. Like it might pick up. It might pick up, but it'll be good for a couple of days. Like going to find a new location to park. Like you guys see it all the time. Like I'll go park somewhere brand fucking new and it'd be fucking clear for like 3 or 4 days. No targeting or anything. Once they see I get comfortable there and I'm going there all the time, they'll fucking start setting up fucking tents all over the fucking place. Oh man, they can turn a peaceful place into no man's land quick. Fucking, I remember it was on one of my lives and shit. Like I was fucking in the middle of nowhere, and I seen this dude. I seen him fucking creeping while I was on live. He was creeping though, like, and on my peripheral I could see him stopping. Like when he thought I was gonna turn in that direction, he would stop. And I was just watching him, and then he went straight to the fucking bushes and shit. And I got out the van. I was like, ooh, got one. I went to the van. I got out the van, took the camera, and pointed it at him, and he was all in the fucking bushes staring and shit. Oh man, they're fucking clowns, man. Oh man. The vid from Good Vibes channel, fungus is good for detoxing fungi and nano. I'll just check that out. Is there any way you guys could put links to these channels that you're talking about? I know another good detox